Guys, welcome in. Just another, I think, going to be a really quick video. We've been doing some long videos. This one's going to be, I think, pretty quick because only a couple things have sold so far today. One of them we got over here. This, an international sale. This is going to the UK. Took an offer on this morning. Actually, the way it worked, we picked this up at Target 2 months ago. Maybe this was an RA deal off of clearance there. I think it was $4 or $5. Really good rate on Amazon. Surprised it took this long on eBay. We don't sell on Amazon. Something maybe that I'm going to look at next year. Maybe in January, February, kind of delve into something new. But eBay is going really well right now, so why fiddle with that, right? And we do this part-time, so I don't want to add more to my plate than what I have to. So yeah, picked this up for $4 or $5 at Target. They sent an offer this morning for 20 pounds, Great British pounds. That not enough. So I actually countered back. It was actually a pretty lowball offer, but I countered back with 38, and a little bit later on this afternoon they accepted that. So that's a fantastic sale. 38 pounds comes out to right about $49 or so. I think it's like $48.94. Is what the math was. It's going to cost me, this weighs in about 10 ounces, so it's going to cost me about $15.95. I believe I can get that first pound rate, ship this thing off. So after fees, after shipping, all of that, we should profit about 20 bucks on this little guy. So keep an eye out for him. Rusty Rivets from a Nickelodeon show. Not bad. The only other thing, at least as of now, that we've got is an auction. It's actually not even over, but I got the one opening bid, and I think that's all we're going to get, so we're just going to show it to you now. This actually ran through about 3 cycles of auction. We have dollar days at Goodwill here. A particular color every Monday is $1. That helps them move out the inventory, and so you go in there, and it's swarming. But you can pick up some good stuff. I've grabbed a few 99-cent shirts recently, decided to try to throw them at auction, see what happens, just to kind of get people in the store. That way, even, I break even or I make a buck, it's no big deal. That was what we got here. Picked this up for 99 cents about a month ago. Michael Jackson Thriller, right? This is not, when I first saw it, I was very excited, thought it was the vintage Michael Jackson Thriller shirt. It's not. It's a remake. You can tell that super easily once you look inside and see. I don't know if you can see. I have bad lighting in here in the garage, but the tag is there's no tag. It's on the material, so that's a dead giveaway right away. But it's an XXL. It's in, frankly, pretty good shape. It's got the retro look. I assumed it would sell, so put the starting bid a little bit higher, and eventually somebody bid. So this is going to go out a little bit later on today. $3.29 is all, plus the buyer's paying shipping, so we're going to make a buck or two on this. Hey guys, so to finish up this video, because it's pretty short, just wanted to give you a little bit of advice from a learning reseller. I'm still new at this thing. We started in January, so we're not even a year in yet. But even more recently, started delving into some RA, trying to find new in-package stuff to sell to people for Christmas. It's actually right now selling overseas. Toys, new in package, selling really well overseas. It's pretty cool. But one thing I wanted to mention, I was actually in Walmart today picking up stuff for just personal, grabbing a couple groceries, had a prescription to pick up, and when I'm in there, I always swing through the clearance aisle. Now, there hasn't been very much in there lately. It's been pretty bare. Today, though, swung through and they had something new. Love you guys. Don't want to give it away yet because I've got to sell it. Don't want to tank the market on RA stuff. So hold on to that one right now. But they had a bunch of them. Normally like $15. They were on clearance for $4. They had 12. I looked them up. They're selling pretty well, even individually, but once people put them up in lots of 5, 6, 10, they're selling for pretty good money. I think we ought to make about $150 net profit when these things sell. So grabbed them all, put all 12 of them in the cart. When you do something like that, when you have that many things, go to the self-checkout. Number one, you're going to avoid the questions, right? I did this a little while back with, it was As Seen on TV cockroach gel. Believe it or not, this stuff sells like crazy. I paired it up. We sold those things within a week, and I had a pile of them. We don't get a whole lot of cockroaches up here in Montana. I sold a lot of them to Florida, to Texas, to Puerto Rico. So put them on the little thing with all of our other stuff, and the guy says, "So, got a lot of cockroaches, huh?" And then you're in a weird spot, right? Like, what do you say? Go to the self-checkout. You avoid the weird questions. You also avoid the potential for people realizing that you're a reseller. A lot of times stores don't like that. They can just sort of arbitrarily put a cap on it and say, you know what, actually you can only buy 3 of these. You can only buy 4 of these. And what are you going to say, right? I mean, you're in their sandbox at that point. There's nothing you can say. I actually today, I checked out, self-checkout, had all of these in my cart and was doing a separate transaction, putting all of our few groceries on a ticket, and saw out of the corner of my eye a yellow vest Walmart employee kind of standing there off to the side, clearly looking at me. Then kind of came over and did the not so casual drive-by looking in my cart, right? Sees all of the things in there, kind of hems and haws for a little bit. I never made eye contact. I wasn't going to look up because I wasn't going to give her the opportunity to start a conversation about why do I have so many, you can't have so many, anything like that. Just kept checking my groceries. Anyway, so then I hear her go over, and she's talking to a lady stocking one of the end caps, right? And she says, you know, we really should put a limit on the category that this stuff's in. And the lady says, I only have 1 box of it anyway. And I kind of, I think I grinned. I probably grinned because I was thinking, you don't anymore. I bought them all. So just something to look out for, especially as we head into November, December. I know some stores, from what I read, from what I watch online, some stores are very picky about that, and they can give you trouble. So best to kind of lay low, go to the self-checkout when you can. The other good thing about self-checkout is, particularly with toys and stuff like that, you can protect the packaging. Because a lot of times those cashiers, they're just hustling to get stuff through, and they're grabbing, they're shoving. They can dent the packaging. All of a sudden, now you've got a damaged in-box toy. So self-checkout, you're taking care of those. So that's another reason to go. But I think primarily it just avoids trouble. Anyway, just a random tip from a guy that's learning random tips along the way. Thought I'd share that with you. That's what we got for today. We'll see you tomorrow.